Hi everyone, my name is Kristin Hayes. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator, and today we're going to be making this pretty Christmas card. And I just wanted to draw your attention. The Merry Christmas is actually embossed in shaded spruce, and we don't have shaded spruce embossing powder, so I'm going to show you how to do that so you can really emboss in almost any color you want. So let's get started. First, I have a piece of shaded spruce, and this is cut at 8.5 by 5.5, and I did score it at 4 1/4. Then I have a piece here of basic white, and this is cut at 5 1/4 by 4. And then I have a really pretty piece of DSP here. This is from Boughs of Holly, and it's cut at 5 by 3 3/4. And let me just grab it here so you can see. I don't think I've shown this one to you yet, so we'll just flip through quickly. All nice traditional Christmas colors with the poinsettias, some beautiful trees, just some really pretty, really pretty DSP. Anyways, all right, let me put that back aside. And then what I did is I already put these through the Stampin' Cut Emboss machine, but I'm going to show you what I did. So I did it just to save on some time. I used the holly berry dies. These are the ones we didn't use. And then this has a coordinating stamp set, which we're not using today. Leaves of holly, which is really pretty leaves. I've said it before, but I'm not thrilled with the fonts, but you know, the leaves are gorgeous. And then let me just grab the stamp set. I forgot to grab that out that we're going to use for the Merry Christmas. All right, so let me show you the leaves here. So what I did is I cut with the Stampin' Cut Emboss machine the bigger one in shaded spruce, and this will actually go on the evening evergreen like this. We're going to put it together, and then we did the small ones opposite. And then with the berries, I have real red and then cherry cobbler. So it has nice tones in it that you can combine. And I did do another one with these leaves, and it was very vanilla and basic white, which was gorgeous together too. So you can really mix and match depending, but I wanted to make it match this DSP. All right, so I'm just going to take my fine tip glue and put it around the edges here. I'm not being extremely careful or getting it in every place, but I want to make sure it's going to stick here. All right, and then you just line it up. Let's take the silicone mat, so if I get glue off of it, I'm not sticking. There we go. I'm just going to get a block to hold it while it dries for a quick minute while we do the other one. Oops, I have a piece that didn't quite punch out. There we go. All right, so again, fine tip glue. You could use the mono liquid glue as well, but I find I have a little bit more control over the smaller little leaves here with this one. All right, almost done. Okay, and again, we're just going to line that up. All right, and I'm just going to switch the block over here. And then we just have the little berries to do. And I'm just going to look. I think it goes this way. Yes. Okay. So again, we'll just put these together. And again, you can mix and match these really any color you would like, or even do tone on tone, you know, cherry cobbler and cherry cobbler, and the possibilities are endless depending on how you want it to look. So we'll just, whoops, there we go. Put that on there for a second. And then we're going to get to the sentiment and the embossing. If I can get the It's the hardest part of using the fine tip glue is getting that little tip in sometimes. All right. So that's stuck on there now too. There we go. So what you need is you need the Stamparatus or some similar type machine or apparatus. And then I'm going to use the Merry Christmas from the Brightest Glow. And we're going to use the coordinating die afterwards. These are the dies that go with that set. That comes in a bundle. So you have some nice cutouts, and these make some gorgeous cutouts. So if you want something sparkly or a different color behind, it's really very pretty. All right, so what we're going to do is take a piece of basic white, and this is actually bigger than I need, but we'll work with it. And I'm just going to line it up in a corner so if it slips, I can put it back, but hopefully it's not going to slip at all because it's very hard to get words on words if your paper slips. All right, so we're just going to put this. Make sure that these never go together because they can crack if they do. So you want to be careful with your magnets. So I'm just going to put the Merry Christmas in the middle. Pick it up. And then the first thing we're going to do is we're going to stamp in the shaded spruce. Let's see, we're just going to ink up that stamp nicely. I don't know if you can see all the way over there, but all right. And then you're just going to press that down like you would normally stamp. You have a nice Merry Christmas. So I'm just going to wipe this off with my chamois, making sure I'm not going to move the paper or the stamp, so it's going to go back in the exact same spot. And this time I'm going to come in with some Versamark. So I'm just going to ink that up with the Versamark. And then come down and stamp in the exact same spot. Give it a good press. There we go. So now that's a little bit sticky like you normally would be with Versamark. And so what we're going to come in and do is take a piece of scrap paper, and then what I have is clear embossing powder. Now this comes in your basic embossing powder package with the black and the white, I believe it is. So just make sure I got it everywhere here. There we go. And I hope you can see this in the camera because it is hard probably to pick up a little bit. But this is going to emboss just like it would if we were doing like white or black or any of the metallics. So then we're going to heat it with the heat tool. There we go. And I hope you can see that on the camera. I'll hold it up a little bit closer. So it is raised and embossed just like it would be if you did another embossing powder. So that's a great way to emboss on in any color that you want. You just need an apparatus like the Stamparatus or the, I know there's other ones out there. I can't think of their names right now, but any one of them will do. I, of course, prefer the Stamparatus, but I know not everyone uses that. So we're just going to put this die right here and then run it through. There we go. All right. So now we can put our card together. So let's take our other pieces, and I'm missing the DSP. Did I put it back here? Oh my goodness. Let's see. What did I do with it? I showed it to you, so I know I had it. All right, we'll just cut another piece really quickly. All right, so what did I say? 5 by 3 3/4. Oh my goodness. I'm going to find it as soon as I cut this. I mean, it couldn't have gone far. All righty. Did I do that 3 3/4? Yes, I did. Okay. So let's put this together. This is just going to go on the basic white. I maybe picked it up when I picked up the DSP before. It's going to drive me crazy, of course, until I find it. But all right, so this is just going to be centered on the basic white. And then this is going to be centered on the shaded spruce. And then what we're going to do is put this down with some seal or whatever adhesive you'd like. And we're going to put it about right here. I just want to make sure that I have room for the leaves to fit on. And we'll put this, let's see, I think I used dimensionals for this. Let's do that, even if I didn't. All right, so we're just going to pop this up, and I just did it around the Merry Christmas here so you could still see the Merry Christmas, but so that this was not going over the paper. And then we'll do a dimensional on this one, and then I'll do a little bit of seal since this is going to overlap and we don't want to make it too bumpy. And we'll just put this one in like this. And then we have our berries, and I'll just put those right in here again, making sure we can see the Merry Christmas. So there you have it. There's our original, and this is the one we made. Oh my goodness, it's going to be a day. And this is our original. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, all of my links will be listed down below. Thank you so much.